Hello, this is Trent Smith with the National Weather Service in Missoula, Montana, doing the planning briefing for Thursday, January 16th. Looking at the weather threat matrix, we are looking at a significant pattern change coming up this weekend. We do have a weak disturbance that's going to come through Thursday night into Friday morning, which is going to bring some snow. Then we're going to have an Arctic boundary that's going to push through western Montana Friday morning through the afternoon into the evening time frame, causing some gusty winds, some low wind chills, maybe some blowing snow, and then also a little bit of snow. That snow is going to linger on into Saturday. It's going to be cold. There's still going to be some wind associated with the cold air as it moves into north central Idaho. And then we're going to get really cold on Sunday into Monday as a secondary Arctic starts pushing into the area. The wind chills could get quite extreme for parts of west central, southwest, and northwest Montana. And then that cold air is just going to linger into Tuesday into next week. So I'm going to quickly transition to a kind of a depicted radar of what the next couple of systems are going to be looking like. So we are going to be having a kind of a cold front that's going to be pushing through the area Thursday night into Friday morning. And it's going to start off with some light snow across northwest Montana this evening, but we're anticipating that front to kind of materialize and strengthen during the late night hours into early tomorrow morning, which could cause some intense snow right along the I-90 corridor. But another concern is that we are looking at temperatures getting above freezing due to the valley inversions mixing out with this front. So we could see some pockets of rain, but with our road surfaces being extremely cold, we could see that rain to freeze up or just with some light snow. That precipitation should start diminishing during the early morning hours on Friday, and then come Friday mid-morning through the afternoon, we'll start seeing that Arctic air start making its way in. It looks like the boundary is going to kind of stall out for a while across the I-90 corridor, maybe just south of there, bringing some light snow. There's not a lot of moisture associated with this Arctic boundary, so the precipitation is going to be light, but temperatures are definitely going to be dropping, along with some increased east to northeast winds with it. And that light snow could linger for several hours Friday afternoon, evening time frame across parts, and then kind of start tapering off after that. So looking at some snowfall, 6-hour snowfall amounts across the region. So here's a few select cities across the Northern Rockies. It's going to be predominantly the mountain passes that are going to wind, with Lolo and McDonald passes looking to be about 4 to 6 at Lolo, 2 to 3, and maybe some 3 to 4 up around the Elk City area as all these disturbances come through. But just enough snow to cause the roads to become quite slick, especially if we get a little bit of rain or just some snow melt before the Arctic comes in. Looking at those max winds, today, Thursday, we are looking at some pretty gusty southwest to west winds, especially along the Continental Divide. But then, like I said, on Friday, they're going to switch to more of a north to northeast and be quite gusty across the area, especially Friday afternoon through the overnight hours. Things will start to subside come Sunday morning time frame, but we are looking at a secondary push of cold air Sunday afternoon into the evening time frame, so look at a slight increase in those winds. As for temperatures, again, with us mixing out those inversions, tonight into Friday morning, temperatures could be above freezing for parts, and then that Arctic air comes in and steadily gets colder, and then with that secondary push, Monday morning appears to be our coldest morning, with many areas being in the single digits to well below zero time frame. You take those cold temperatures, combine them with the wind, we could see some very significant wind chills by the Monday morning time frame, with many areas getting to that -20 and maybe even the -30 wind chills, especially near the Continental Divide. Looking at the probability of temperatures being below 15 degrees by Saturday morning is quite high for the majority of western Montana. The probability drops off quite dramatically once you get into north central Idaho, especially the Orofino-Grainsville area. But along the Continental Divide, it's almost 100% chance, like Butte over to Celia Lake and around Glacier National Park, will be having temperatures below 15 by Saturday morning. And then by Monday morning, we are looking at about a 90 to 100% chance of temperatures being below zero along the divide. And again, that decreases pretty dramatically the farther west you go. Orofino and Grainsville are definitely still going to be quite cold during this time frame, but at this time, not looking at a high probability of those temperatures dropping below zero. Looking at the 6 to 10 and the 8 to 14 day outlooks, we're progged to look at these cold temperatures lingering for quite a while. We'll see a little bit of moderation next week, but there is indication that we could potentially see another Arctic by the end of the month. And with that, since these Arctics come from a fairly dry part of the country, our chance for precipitation is going to be below normal or near normal, with the better chance being along the Continental Divide as that cold air comes sliding from the north. We could see some upslope snow along the Continental Divide. That is the end for today's briefing. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call on the number on the screen. If not, the next briefing will be on Sunday, January 19th. Thank you. Goodbye.